Alright. Let's see if we can end ourselves this case. I've been thinking about this, like, a lot actually. So, yeah, let us see how this case comes to an end. We got to deal with Apollo, though. He's a jerk. Alright. Oh, here we go. Alright, cross-examining Apollo. Gotta see what he has to say. I don't trust this guy now. Oh, here we go. December 20th. District Court. Courtroom number 4. Mr. Justice, please explain yourself. It's very simple. There isn't much to explain. The defendant, Miss Tina Sykes, might not be innocent. What are you talking about? The case from 7 years ago has been settled. I'm not talking about the past here. I'm talking about the present case. It's still not clear who killed Clay Taryn. But, Apollo, why would you... Miss Sykes, please listen quietly to what I have to say. What in the world is Apollo trying to do? Your Honor, please allow me a little of the court's time. But this is a trial for the case from 7 years ago. Miss Blackwell, I'd like to ask a favor of you. Just as you lost someone close to you, I lost someone close to me too. I'm sure you want to know the real truth of what happened as much as I do. Apollo. Hee hee hee. Sure, you know I'm all for the truth. Now, let's see you expose the princess's guilt. Judge, I give my permission. Continue with the trial. Very well. Is that all right with you, Prosecutor Edgeworth? The prosecution has no objections. Let's hear Mr. Justice's testimony. I'll have the police investigation report brought immediately. Not you too, Edgeworth. Really hope it's because you have something up your sleeve. Very well. Your opening statement, please, Prosecutor Edgeworth. As you wish. Let's review the case of the murder of Mr. Clay Taryn. It was made clear in the previous trial that Solomon Starbuck was not his killer. Therefore, the true culprit was someone else. On that day, this culprit waited for the astronauts in boarding lounge 1. When the two men made their escape out of the space museum, the killer attacked Mr. Taryn with the same type of knife that was used 7 years ago. The murderer then escaped into the space museum. Next, Director Yuri Cosmo switched the launch pads. After that, the culprit exited the Space Museum and escaped via boarding lounge 2. Therefore, this trial must make clear who Mr. Taryn's true killer was. In other words, we must discover who it was that escaped through the Space Museum that day. Thank you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Mr. Wright, is the defense ready? Yes, Your Honor. I better rearrange my evidence. Huh? What do you mean relevant swapped in? Now, Mr. Justice, your testimony if you We're almost back at 3 pages! No. The subject's emotions rarely fluctuate, and he doesn't experience feelings like normal people do. Okay. Okay. Apollo Justice's accusation. Suspecting Miss Sykes of the murder of Clay Taryn. My growing suspicions were confirmed when this incriminating evidence presented itself. In addition, she's the only one who could have utilized the launchpad switch to escape. That is why I wish to indict Miss Sykes on the charge of murder. Apollo, I don't like you right now. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Justice, you realize you were charging your own co-worker with murder, don't you? Yes, Your Honor, because that is the conclusion my investigation has led me to. But Apollo, why? How could you suspect me too? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. I don't get it. Just what did you find out over the past few days make you think like this? Maybe he's trying to do this so I can get more information out of him about the situation. I don't know. I don't know.
Hold it!
What first made you suspicious of Miss Sykes? It all started when Miss Sykes and I were investigating the crime scene. She saw the weapon that killed Mr. Taryn. My bracelet reacted. She said she'd never seen the knife before, but my bracelet told me otherwise. And then, every time after that, my bracelet would react when she talked about the case. Poor Apollo must have been beside himself during that investigation. I didn't know what to do or think. I couldn't even sleep. In that condition, I knew I wouldn't be any good in court. So I decided to wear an eye patch, so I wouldn't be able to perceive any of her tells. So that's why Apollo was acting so strangely. But the reason Miss Sykes unconsciously reacted to that knife that way is because she stabbed her mother's murderer with one identical to it 7 years ago.
Objection!
But that knife was also the murder weapon that was used to kill Clay Taryn. My bracelet could have also reacted to her because she knew she was the killer. She knew he was the killer too. I guess he has a point. But my bracelet wasn't the only reason I became suspicious of her.
Hold it!
That's the lighter that was found in the Space Museum with her fingerprints on it, right? But even if it seemed decisive, there must be other facts that we don't know about there yet. If that's so, go ahead and prove it then. Look, honestly, I don't want to believe it's true either. But Miss Sykes was the only one who was in the Space Museum at the time of the murder. But Mr. Justice, Miss Sykes had absolutely no motive to kill Mr. Taryn.
Objection!
7 years ago, Miss Sykes lived at the Cosmos Space Center. It wouldn't be strange if she had some kind of connection to him. Besides, people sometimes kill for motives we can't even imagine. I know you've seen plenty of cases like that in your own career, Mr. Wright. Still can't believe this. How can you actually suspect Athena, Apollo? In addition, she's the only one who could have utilized the launch pad switch to escape.
Hold it!
Isn't it possible that somebody else used that same escape route? I'm afraid not, Mr. Wright. Why not? Recall there's a security camera in boarding lounge 1 aimed at the launchpad door. It's the camera that captured Mr. Tarrant and Mr. Starbuck. But there's also another security camera in boarding lounge 2. It recorded Mr. Tarrant's killer, or rather, Miss Sykes, coming out of the Space Museum. Camera in boarding lounge 2. First I've heard of it, but it makes sense. Athena said she had snuck into the Space Museum the night before the incident. And then was overcome and passed out until around noon the next day. I was out until about noon the next day. I didn't even know about the explosions. When I woke up, nobody was around, so I just went out into boarding lounge 2. And it must have been when the camera captured her. And that's what made Apollo suspect her even more. Wait a minute. In that case, it most likely recorded the true culprit as well.
Objection!
That's the negative on that one, too, Mr. Wright. In the footage taken after the incident, Sykes is the only one who appears. What? Why? There's gotta be a good reason. Order? Order in the court? That can't be. But if it is, then it's incredibly incriminating. Wasn't it you who proved in the previous trial that the way the true culprit escaped was via the Space Museum after the pads had been switched? The vac you previously proved turned on its ear, leaving your client high and dry. I must say, that is vintage Phoenix Wright. That's why I wish to indict. believing in your client to the end is the basic principle of good defense. Shouldn't you extend that same principle to your own coworker? You're probably right. Maybe I'm not even fit to be a lawyer. However, I don't care. This case is special to me. Clay was my friend. And that's just why I have to know the truth. Apollo suspected his trusted co-worker of killing his friend. To dispel his doubts, he investigated on his own, but that only led to more doubts. Apollo must have been really struggling with this. Well, Apollo may have doubts, but... I'll say it again. Athena Sykes isn't the murderer. Then I have only one thing to say. Evidence is everything in court. Well, Mr. Wright, think you have the concrete proof to knock down my arguments? Your arguments have been very clear, Mr. Justice. And your facts appear to be indisputable. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think of my theory? Looks like not even you can deny it. Miss Sykes was the only one who used the only possible escape route. Under these circumstances, there can be no other suspect but the defendant. Unless... you think there was an alternative escape route. Is that what you think, Mr. Wright? Is that what you think, Mr. Wright? Is that what you think, Phoenix? Is there an alternative escape route? I guess of course. So of course there must have been. Just don't ask me what. You're just bluffing again, aren't you? No. Me? Bluff? No way. He knows me too well. It's fine, Mr. Wright. Even a bluff would suit me just fine. As long as you can. Clear up this doubt inside me. Wait, so is that what this is all about? I want to believe in Athena. I really do. But what is faith without doubt? That's why I need to question her guilt. So that once the truth finally comes out, I can really fully trust her. So that you can really trust me. Seems your Junior Potter has just showed us what trials are truly all about. I believe you're right. We prosecutors painstakingly question every detail in pursuit of the defendant. While we lawyers believe in and defend our clients to the end. When both sides go all out against each other, that's when we discover the truth. Precisely. And when the battle is over, we will understand the true meaning of trust. That is exactly what trials are about. Wouldn't you agree? Yes. Couldn't ignore the seed of doubt that was growing inside of me. So I decided I needed to face it head on. No matter what the truth is that's waiting ahead, I won't be afraid. That's so like Apollo, always uber earnest about things like this. Mr. Justice, I've added to dispel every last bit of doubt in your heart. Good, because I want to believe in Miss Sykes again. You're really hoping there was an alternative route, weren't you, Apollo? If I use the process of elimination, there really aren't that many possibilities. Dr. Cosmos was at the southern exit, leaving only the control room and the corridor of the Space Museum. Which door could the culprit have escaped through? The control room. Well, Mr. Wright, where do you think the culprit escaped to?
Take that!
There. I doubt anybody could have escaped that way. Can you really say with certainty that it isn't possible? Yes, I believe I can. But wasn't the door left open? Please be serious, Mr. Wright. I don't know.
Take that!
They really only could have escaped to the corridor to the Space Museum. All they had to do was use the unconscious Mr. Starbucks Prince to get through the door.
Objection!
appears that all you're trying to establish is Miss Sykes' guilt. If the culprit used that route, the only exit would have been in the boarding lounge, too. The logical conclusion of your argument is that the killer is none other than the defendant. What about the window? I knew it. It's the only way it could be, huh? The culprit escaped into the corridor that leads to the Space Museum. And I guess it's true. The only exit would have been in the boarding lounge, too. Jim Sykes was the only person captured by the boarding lounge 2 security camera. I investigated the crime scene thoroughly. But the only place the culprit could have escaped to was the Space Museum corridor. There weren't any other secret corridors or anything. Ah! Hey, welcome in! Avitas? I'm gonna go with that. Welcome in, welcome in! Could the answer be? Is there really no other escape route? But, hold on a second. What if... Are we thinking to the launch site again? Where did those mysterious leaves we saw in the corridor come from? What if they're a clue to the culprit's real escape route? Okay. I think it is possible that the culprit escaped into the Space Museum, but then came out using a route other than into boarding lounge 2. Oh. Launchpad 1 and the Space Museum were switched after the bombing, meaning the Space Museum corridor was moving along the rail at the time, which is exactly when an alternative escape route opened up for our culprit. Are you kidding me? Judging by the intense look in your eyes, I take it you're serious. Very well then, Mr. Wright. Do tell. Where could the culprit have gone from the museum corridor besides boarding lounge? To the launch site?
Take that!
We found something odd while investigating the museum corridor this afternoon. Namely, a few dead leaves on the floor. Considering where dead leaves come from, they point us to exactly where the culprit escaped to. Yes, I remember seeing some leaves myself. Ah! Do you mean... Oh. Yep, while the Space Museum was in motion just beyond the corridor safety door, was an alternate place that the culprit could use to escape. In other words, the culprit's real escape route was... the area outside the Space Center. You're freaking insane! I'm glad we finished each other's words. That was so cool.
Objection!
Do you know how impossible that would be? The corridor is level with the 3rd floor. What if the culprit tried to leap into the outside wall of the Space Center building? They would fall to their death.
Objection!
Ordinarily, yes. But after the bombing incident, the culprit could make use of a certain item. And what item was that exactly, Mr. Wright? Alright, this is what the ladder.
Take that!
An emergency ladder? There was an emergency ladder on the 4th floor robotics lab, and it was used that day after the explosion to help evacuate people. Miss Blackwell herself used that ladder to escape down to ground level. Recall that the launch pads were switched after the ladder was lowered. Oh shit, yeah! The corridor would have passed by the ladder while the pads were being switched. And that's when the culprit literally sprang into action. And leapt onto the ladder. What? Who would have imagined? Okay. That's crazy, though. Order in the court. Well, an alternative escape route seems to have emerged. Which means someone other than Miss Sykes could have been the culprit, right?
Objection!
Making things up on the fly in an attempt to sway the court again, are we, Mr. Wright? Your theory has so many holes, it's put Swiss cheese to shame. Alright, then name one. I've here detailed information about the Space Center. According to this, the distance between the museum corridor and the main building during movement is a full 20 feet. 20 feet. You're pulling my leg, right? In addition, the corridor is 3 floors from the ground, or roughly 50 feet. What's more, the culprit would be leaping to a precarious place. An unstable ladder. Human beings feel fear in dangerous situations. It's a basic survival instinct. An ordinary person would certainly hesitate before jumping. Wait, this person doesn't, though. Or even freeze in fear and not jump at all.
Objection!
But the culprit had just murdered someone. They weren't in an ordinary state of mind.
Objection!
Nevertheless, why would they have taken that kind of risk? They could have waited for the switch to be complete and escaped the boarding lounge too.
Objection!
Because there was a security camera in boarding lounge too. The culprit knew they'd be recorded. They left the Space Museum that
Objection!
way. In that case, the culprit could have hidden in the museum until things settled down. And then blended in with the other people after the museum was opened. That's a good point. But you claim that, despite all this, the culprit took a 20-foot death-defying leap. And all in the brief moment the corridor and ladder passed by each other. That's also a good point. They would have needed a running start while the corridor was moving to make that jump. If their timing was off or if they couldn't jump far enough, it would have been instant death. What kind of person would attempt something like that? Stop bringing up good points, Edgeworth. This true culprit of yours is nothing but a figment of your imagination. Why do you always have to point out every flaw? It's the paperwork with the test of the voice. Mr. Edgeworth's right. It does sound pretty insane. The culprit would have to be someone who feels no fear, like a stuntman. And everyone feels fear on some level. Alright? Wait a minute. Is that what I said? I'm a genius. Aha! I've got it this time. I could prove that there is somebody who could have used this alternative escape route. Oh, can you now? This proves... Yeah! Yeah, I do. It's this.
Take that!
What's that, Mr. Wright? This is a certain person's very interesting psych profile. The subject doesn't experience feelings like normal people do. In other words, this person doesn't feel happiness, sadness, or fear. Doesn't feel fear. Right. You can't be serious. Without the constraint of fear, you could easily do what an ordinary person couldn't. Just as you or I could do a broad jump on the ground without the slightest fear. This subject could make a 20-foot leap 50 feet up in the air. And choose the extreme way of escaping. So you're saying that to a person without fear, the alternative route would be quicker and eliminate the chance that they'd be spotted. It's definitely very pretty extreme, Mr. Wright. What? Was there such a person there at the scene? Yes. The Phantom, that mysterious shadowy figure that keeps popping up. Oh dear! The Phantom. Again. I knew the Phantom was there behind the scenes of the Space Center bombing, but I wasn't sure if he was connected to the murder of Clay Tarrant as well. However, now it's all clear. The Phantom is the one who not only bombed the Space Center, but also killed Mr. Tarrant. What? Didn't we already make that connection? Order in the court, order I say. Mr. Wright, please continue. There were just too many similarities between this case and the one from 7 years ago. Why, you may ask? It could only be because both incidents were the work of the same Phantom. So then this Phantom is the one who killed Clay. But who is he? This Phantom has been haunting this case, pulling the strings in the background. Who could this unidentified international spy be? That was planned from the start. This was tricking Director Cosmos into switching the launch pads. The bomb on the second floor was meant to make the elevators and stairs unusable. That's why he gave advance warning and planted the bombs where he did. Yes, I think you're right. But it doesn't explain this one last thing. I lowered my emergency ladder, like detectives leading the evacuation told me so. But it was such a pain. Couldn't they just use ladders in the other rooms? Robotics lab wasn't the only room with an emergency ladder. But he couldn't have made that leap unless he was certain which one it would be. So you mean... the Phantom must be someone who knew that particular ladder was going to be used. That's right. Who could it be? Wait a minute. So I lowered my emergency ladder, like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. It's not Fulbright, is it? Blackwell lowered the ladder after being told to by the detective leading the... It's not Fulbright, is it? You've got to be kidding me. Did you figure it out right? Do you know who the Phantom is? Yes, I do. Who is it? Who killed Clay? Mysterious spy knows the Phantom is none other than... No! No! After the explosions, a member of the staff crossed paths with a certain detective. I was on duty on the 4th floor. It was quite the madhouse, I tell you. After the detective who was leading the evacuation from the 4th floor, he had a very specific objective in mind. So I lowered my emergency ladder, like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. His objective was to secure his own escape route. We lowered an emergency ladder from a 4th floor window and escaped that way. Once everyone else got out safely, I made my way down too and headed to the shelter. This is a detective you all know. He's even the lead detective on this current case. He appears to be a very emotional man, but his psych profile says he is without emotion.
Take that!
What are you saying? You mean the Phantom is... Detective Bobby Fulbright? Exactly. We were all taken in by his fake persona. So Fulbright's real identity is the Phantom. What? Order in the court. Mr. Wright, how could this be? It's easy, Your Honor. Detective Fulbright was leading the 4th floor evacuation effort. Our first clue is that he made no attempt to have any other ladder put to use. The ladder in the robotics lab is the only one he ordered to be lowered. Second is that he directed everybody to the basement shelter via this ladder. Verily, it was all a part of his plan to create an escape route. What? Detective Fulbright saw to that the ladder was lowered from the robotics lab. He went to the lounge where he killed Clay Tarrant and escaped into the Space Museum. The museum started moving slowly, so he waited for this right time, got a running start. And just as the corridor was passing the ladder, he leapt onto it. Grr, I don't believe it. That addle-padded detective did all that. Was it really him? I mean, all this time I thought... What? Then I was concerned for Simon. It was also all just one big act? Yeah, I'm like... That monster killed Clay. He had me completely fooled. Come to think of it, he's the one who brought that blood-stained lighter to court, too. The scumbag even made me turn on Athena. Damn it, how the hell did I fall for that? Shit, I guess. For him to have wormed his way into the police department as well. Oh my god. Your Honor, the defense demands to question Detective Bobby Fulbright. Oh, yes, I agree that we need to hear from him right away. The court will take a short recess and then Detective Fulbright will take the stand. I can't fucking believe this. Okay. December 20th, 5:13 p.m., District Court. Defendant lobby, number 5. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. If it wasn't for everything you did, I... Don't thank me yet. Still have an uphill battle to fight. You got it, boss. Apollo? Ugh. Well, this is awkward. Athena, can you do me a favor? Huh? What is it? Slap me? Could you... punch me, please? Okay, that was close. What? Why should I do that? Because I should have believed in you. I let the seed of doubt inside me get the best of me. I'm really sorry that I didn't trust... Ow! Don't be such a dope. I was really touched by what you did. Huh? Now what are you talking about? You took the time and effort to genuinely think about who I am and what I'm made of. For all that, how could I punch a true friend like you, Apollo? Didn't have any trouble slapping him a second ago. Thanks, Athena. And thanks for waking me up to reality again. Guess I now know who to call if I ever get sleepy in court. Looks like you have some promising young people working under you. Edgeworth. Yeah, I think they're pretty great myself. And they're not afraid to keep me in line. Anyway, I have some very good news. Laura Blackwell has surrendered and the hostages have been set free. Trucy and all the others. Oh, thank goodness. Miss Blackwell said she had something she really needed to do. So I granted her special permission to do what she must. Wonder what it is. Miss Blackwell! I didn't come to apologize, if that's what you're thinking. My actions are what allowed the truth of what happened 7 years ago to come to light. But I did come because I had something to say to all of you. Miss Arab, she'd better not be here to complain about something. Miss Blackwell, I want to apologize to you. The fact that you couldn't trust the court system is our fault. Ha 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 ha. Yes, it's true the courts are filled with incompetent idiots. Still, suppose I could let you handle the rest of this case for me. Oh, Miss Aura, does this mean you're starting to trust the system again? Oh, of course not. Be quiet, hunk of junk. It's just, wouldn't mind if you were the ones who took Menace Killer down. Leave it to us. We'll get him. So I guess that means she's starting to trust us, at least. Aura. Simon, I'm so glad both you and the princess were cleared of all suspicion. And it's all thanks to me and my robots. You better be grateful. never imagined you would go that far. Though you always were extreme. But I don't really ever requesting your help. Recall ever requesting your help. As close as ever I see. Well, now that you've been released, I guess it's my turn to go live in the slammer. I just hope you're not the prosecutor for my trial. You'd probably give me the death penalty. You know me all too well. I guess love can take on a variety of expressions, including stunted in their case. But I truly was about to be executed tomorrow. Though because of you, it looks like I won't be crossing the sticks just yet. You have my heartfelt thanks, Aura. I'm sorry I caused you so much anguish. Simon. I'm so glad, Simon. So very glad to hear you say that. Aura. Aw. Alright. That's enough of that. Bailiff, take me to the detention center. What Miss Blackwell did wasn't excusable. But it's clear she did it out of love for her brother. Still can't wrap my mind around Detective Fulbright being the Phantom. I can't believe he killed Clay. Right. And murdered my mentor, which brought great distress upon little Athena. Chief Prosecutor. Yes? I would ask a favor. Would you allow me to stand at the prosecutor's bench for this trial? I wish to claim the Phantom's head by my own hand. That was my plan all along. After all, it's highly unconventional for a man of my position to stand in court. Sir. The formal paperwork has yet to be filed, but you are hereby conditionally released. Please take the prosecutor's bench in your official capacity, and uncover the truth by your own hand. I'm much obliged. The day to part with these has come at last. Chief Prosecutor, could you? Oh, he doesn't have to break them off this time. How long have I waited? Maybe it's the sense of freedom, but even the air seems fresher, the light brighter. And I will relish slashing that blackguard Fulbright to shreds without mercy. I don't have to be able to read his heart to see how happy he is. I'm so glad, but I won't cry just yet. After all, we've still got a trial to finish. It's okay to cry, Athena. I promise. Prosecutor Blackwell. Mr. Wright. Please avenge Clay's death for me. What are you talking about, Apollo? You're coming to the defense's bench with me. I am? Well, I can't expect Athena to assist me now, can I? She's the defendant. That leaves you, Apollo. But, are you sure you want me? I took a leave of absence and everything. Well, our office is pretty short-handed, and you're all I've got. But thank you, Mr. Wright. Apollo? Athena? Say it with all my heart now. I believe in your complete innocence. And now we're gonna prove it to the world. Thank you, Apollo. I know you can do it. Yeah!
So,
Hey!
you won't be needing that eye patch anymore, right?
Right, because I'm fine now.
Well, you can keep the coat on. And also the bandages I thought you actually needed. Now this is the Apollo I know. Welcome back, Apollo. It's almost time for the trial to restart, though it looks like you have things well in hand. Yep. I should head back to the prosecutor's office. But why? I want to look into a few things. Namely, the first people on the scene 7 years ago, the facial data registered by the robot, and Detective Fulbright's background. Sounds great, Edgeworth. Thanks. Expect to be repaid with a victory, right? Now, if you'll excuse me. I love you, Edgeworth. Okay, 2 all set to go? Bet I am. Let's do this. Yeah! Yeah! This is it, the final battle. Ah! The murder of Apollo's friend. The courtroom bombing incident. And the case that ushered in the Dark Age of the Law 7 years ago. Destiny has called us to bring this one responsible to justice today. Oh yeah, we're gonna get him. December 20th, 5:27 p.m. District Court. Courtroom number 4. Well, does now reconvene. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has never been more ready. You know, it's the first time we've been at the defense bench together since I debuted. I'll let you mention it. Though back then, I thought you were more loud than you were reliable. Really come a long way since then, Apollo. You've grown a lot. Well, there have been some hiccups, but I guess I've done pretty well. You still got that ego of his, though. Prosecutor Blackwell, with the 7-year mistake now resolved, you can finally take your rightful place. Yes, I guess we can get the chit-chat for later. But bailiff, please bring in the witness immediately. Even with those handcuffs off, Prosecutor Blackwell seems to be pretty much the same. 7 years of grumpiness doesn't go away so easily, I guess. Well, yeah. Ha 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 ha, Bobby Fulbright here. I heard I was needed on the stand, so here I am. Detective Fulbright. Do you know why you have been called to give testimony? Yup, because there's only one reason why I'd be called. That is because it's time for justice. Justice we trust.
Objection!
You can't fool us with that act anymore. Your justice is nothing but lies. What? Are questioning the integrity of my sense of justice? I mean, sure. Sometimes I make mistakes, but hey. He's acting exactly the same as always. Tell me about it. Must be feeling awfully confident. Fulbright, if you wish to dispel our suspicions, then let's get on with your testimony. Alright, fine. You want me to prove my righteousness? I can certainly do that. What's it gonna be like when he breaks down, then? The embodiment of justice. Ha 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 ha, I'm the very embodiment of justice itself. I won't have you mistake me into a villain with your far-fetched arguments. And this bit about the escape route is only a theory. You don't have any proof. What we do have is proof that Athena Sykes is the culprit. The light Arthur prints on it. So you're saying the suspicions against you are completely false? Now that a defendant is the real culprit. That's right. Mr. Lawyer's escape route is totally circumstantial. He doesn't have any proof that I made a big leap into a ladder. We don't have proof. You are correct about that. However, you don't have any proof for your claim either. Nah, I guess you're right. But you can't define justice with evidence. Who can define it anyway? Justice? Just is.
Objection!
Don't make me break out a dictionary on you. No, please don't throw the book at me. Tell me the Phantom didn't just make me set up a stupid pun for him. Well, let's just try not to lose focus, alright? Oh, my justice is crystal clear. What's not clear on your eyes? Wake up and smell the justice.
Silence!
Enough of your rubbish, Fulbright. If you have even an ounce of justice, then you will answer the court's questions and prove it. Prosecutor Blackwell. Officer Blackwell looks torn. Well, Fulbright was his partner after all. Officer Blackwell is right. The truth will now be revealed in the cross-examination. The suspicions against Detective Fulbright are, at this point, only suspicious. As is in my duty, I'll judge the claims against the detective as impartially as I can. Does anyone have any objections? It's fine, Your Honor. Now ask away and don't hold back. Well, there don't appear to be any objections. Very well, Mr. Wright, please begin your cross-examination. Objection. Like what? I don't know, I wanted to say it, you know. Alright, the embodiment of justice.
Hold it!
Please tell us more about the circumstances surrounding the ladder. Well, I'd much rather expound on the topic of justice, but oh, all right. Let's see, what should I ask about? Please tell us anything you remember about the lab. The lab, huh? Well, it was so messy, there was hardly anywhere to step. I guess they were in the middle of building a giant robot. Yeah, that's pretty much how it looked when we visited this afternoon, too. Okay, I know the drill. You want me to add that statement to my testimony, don't you? What? No, way ahead of you. I'll just add it in.
Hold it!
You aren't fooling anyone. You chose the ladder in the very room on purpose to create your escape route. That's not true, it's just that when it comes to ladders, I'm very particular. I had a good feeling about that ladder. This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Huh? Did I mess up somewhere along the way? Let's proceed with your testimony, shall we? Ha 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 ha. Certainly. Certainly. Looks like he's sticking with Athena as the culprit. Ugh. Doesn't help that he has the evidence. Let's press him on everything until he cracks. Yeah.
Hold it!
Alright. Please tell the court about what you remember about Miss Blackwell at the time. She appeared to be really angry that the bombing commotion was disrupting her work. She even threw a robot at me. Thanks. I hope it wasn't poor Kalanko. This is very important information, isn't it? I'll just switch this statement in. Why don't you let me decide that?
Hold it!
Beginning to wonder, is Miss Blackwell ever not crabby? Well, I already took her down to the station, so it's a bit of a late to ask her now. It's my opinion, but maybe it's best we don't ask her about that. Ever. Should I try asking the detective something else?
Hold it!
You mean the lighter that was found in the Space Museum, is that right? The one and only. After Miss Sykes murdered Mr. Tarrant, she escaped into the Space Museum. That's when she probably dropped the lighter. Probably. Where'd you find it? Then, after launch pads were switched, she ran out of the Space Museum. Where her image was caught by the security camera. That evidence, I should probably save this fight for another time.
Hold it!
Embodiment of justice. These are just empty words. Well, does that keep saying something? It could eventually become the truth. Is that how people make their dreams come true too? By wishing it over and over? Alright, alright. Let's just move on.
Hold it!
Arguments are hardly far-fetched. There's careful reasoning behind my theory. Well, apparently there's reasoning behind a tofu burger. What we have against Miss Sykes, though, is not just reasoning, but solid evidence. And it's called a lighter with Miss Sykes' fingerprints on it in the victim's blood. Yes, that's true, but wait, the Fulbright was the one who brought that evidence to the trial. If you harbor any suspicions, I suggest you ask Fulbright. Wait, don't know. Especially about that lighter. Oh, now I can ask about it? He's right, but what exactly should I ask about? The position? So how many prints were found exactly? 3, the thumb, the index finger, and the middle finger of the right hand. Ha-ha! I got you! I did my testimony? You got it? Oh! I got you! The investigator testified and speed is key. Oh, I got you!
Objection!
You say the prints are from her right hand, is that correct? That's right, very clear prints. But, that just doesn't add up. Oh. Well, what doesn't add up? According to Miss Blackwell, who saw the culprit herself. This person held the lighter in their left hand. Oh. So here's the dilemma before us. Why are the prints on the lighter from a right hand instead of a left? Ha! You alright? That doesn't make sense, does it? Your Honor, this lighter can hardly be called incriminating evidence. Witnesses' claims don't even hold water. Detective Fulbright, I hope you have a good explanation for this. I just can't understand it. They're definitely right-hand prints. Well then, why are they inconsistent with Miss Blackwell's statement? I've got it. What have you got, Detective? The mirror. Witness must have seen a reflection of the culprit in the mirror. Go on. The Blackwell was looking through the window of boarding lounge 1, wasn't she? I believe so. You mean the little window in the back and to the right of the room? That's right. And across the room on the opposite wall. There's a large mirror. I do remember seeing it. That's what you're saying. Yes, the culprit Miss Blackwell saw must have been a reflection of the person in the mirror. I see. In that case, right and left hand would appear reversed, wouldn't they? Now do you see? That's the logic of pure justice.
Objection!
But your argument is only conjecture. You don't have any proof that what Miss Blackwell saw was a reflection.
Silence!
Alright, Stono. You'd sooner fnick yourself than him like that. Get some more muscle into it. Huh? That's right. Besides, the lighter couldn't have been in the left hand. And why not? Miss Blackwell says she saw an Earth emblem on the lighter, didn't she? That emblem was only on one side of the lighter. You're right. There's no emblem on the other side. Exactly. It's like it's smooth as a student's 5 scale. They would have covered the emblem. Uh-oh. What's more, this is the kind of lighter you flick open in your thumb before lighting. So the culprit had held it in his hand with the emblem, not invisible. I wouldn't have been able to open it, let alone light it. But if they had held it in the right hand, they could easily open it and light it. So all means that the culprit was definitely holding the lighter in the right hand. Oh, I'm back, my beautiful contradiction. It appears you planted a flower that bears no fruit. See how it withers before a flower of justice? He's tough. He's managed to discredit almost everything I've proven up to this point. And just as we trust. Now do you see? I'm not this phantom you've been talking about. I mean, are you sure there really is a spy? But they're just a figment of your imagination.
Hold it!
Oh. Detective Fulbright, I believe he said the emblem is only on one side of the lighter. You sure about that? Of course, I'm sure. Why don't you take a look for yourself and see? Do you see an emblem on both sides of the lighter? I knew it. You're lying, detective. But pardon me? You mean... Yes, my bracelet reacted to a statement about the emblem. It's definitely hiding something big. I think if we use my talent, we might be able to figure it out. Justice Dono, are you to use that cheat of yours again? It's not cheating, Prosecutor Blackwell. Very well. Whether I like it or not, I suppose we should use whatever works right now. Go on, then. We have Prosecutor Blackwell's reluctant blessing, apparently. Okay, Apollo, you're up. Here goes, then. Detective Fulbright, could you repeat that last statement one more time? What in the world are you up to? Alright, fine. I'll say it as many times as you like. Listen carefully. The Earth emblem is only on one side of that one. You can see it's held in the right hand.
Gotcha!
Boom. Detective Fulbright, you might not be aware of it yourself, but whenever you say the phrase, the Earth emblem, your left thumb moves. In fact, it appears as though you're running it along the edge of your holster. Oh, Mr. Lawyer, I don't have the foggiest notion of what you're talking about. That as it may, I know it has something to do with the lighter. Let me examine it. But why? We're not making any sense. You can't just...
Silence!
You still didn't do as you're told, Fulbright. If you have nothing to hide, you shouldn't mind them having a look-see, should you? What? Now you too, Prosecutor Blackwell. I'm not sure what this is all about, but if Prosecutor Blackwell insists, it must be something important. I will allow the defense to examine the lighter. Good. Now maybe we'll learn something new. I hope so. I'll check every inch of this thing. And they brought it back finally. Wow. It's hard to tell if the prints are from a right hand or left by just by looking. I don't think looking each print with the naked eye will tell us anything new. This lighter definitely hides a secret. I agree. Check it out carefully. So this is the Earth emblem Detective Fulbright was talking about. See anything noteworthy? Huh. Hey, look at this. It was actually some kind of button. Wow, it transformed to something. A handle. A trigger. Is that what I think it is? There's no question, it seems. What you have there is a gun. What? Wait, is it not a lighter? No, it's gotta be a lighter. A gun? So that's it. Your Honor, please recall this morning's trial. When the Director Cosmos was up, they couldn't find the .10 millimeter. Oh, well, the head the oxygen chick was extremely small. Maybe a 10 caliber. .10 caliber, there we go. So the compact gun probably takes bullets of that caliber. Looks like this is the gun that was fired at the scene. I'm flabbergasted. The lighter was a gun. When Detective Fulbright would touch his holster. That's right. Whenever he mentioned the Earth emblem. He must have subconsciously thought about the secret behind the lighter. In other words, he knew it was a gun from the very beginning. A lighter that transforms into a gun seems like a spy gadget to me. Not the kind of thing any ordinary person can get their hands on. In fact, I'd say it's strictly in the domain of elite spies. Detective Fulbright, you will explain yourself. There is nothing for me to explain. I didn't know the lighter could transform. I mean, it was found in the Space Museum and then I brought it straight in. I didn't even have time to check it out.
Objection!
Whenever you mention your Earth emblem, you touch your holster. You consciously did that because you knew it was a gun. Accuse me all you want, but where's your proof? Do you have any evidence that I knew the lighter was a gun? Not exactly. And whose prints are on it? Miss Sykes' prints. Proves that she's the culprit who fired the gun at the scene. It would appear that detective is right. Are you guys really trying to prove the client innocent or what? Although it pains me to do this, now that we are where we are, I have to make the following assertions coming from the prosecution side. The person who fired the gun at Director Cosmos was in the lounge after the incident. And the person Ms. Blackwell saw holding the lighter. And the person who murdered Mr. Tarrant. And the person who bombed the Space Center. We're all defendant as Tina Sykes. The prints of the lighter are decisive proof. Oh. Now do you see? The man on the side of justice wouldn't possibly be the culprit. And I think this about sums up to Miss Sykes' part in the whole affair. The evidence certainly does seem to point to the defendant's guilt. Do you have anything to say, Prosecutor Blackwell? Evidence is everything in court. Therefore, Fulbright's claims stand firm. But calm down, Apollo. He's just saying that because he has to as a prosecutor. He's a lawyer. His job is to pursue criminals in the name of justice. You shouldn't cast suspicion on people based on something as dubious as a habit. In fact, you have a bad habit of showing up in court with an awful case of bedhead.
Objection!
Says the man who wears sunglasses at night. If it's proof you want, it's proof you'll get. I'll prove that this lighter is not Miss Sykes, but yours. Sounds like you've hit onto something, Apollo. It's just, prints and the lighter are the basis for accusing Athena. I think we should reconsider the credibility of the evidence itself. You mean, you think this lighter might be forged evidence? That's right. Could all be part of Fulbright's bigger plot. Did he do everything out of the ordinary? Did he do anything out of the ordinary was off on my own? I can definitely think of a few things. If we assume he's been laying a big trap for us all along, there's gotta be something off about this piece of evidence. What's wrong with the lighter as a piece of evidence? No, I guess I don't see anything strange about how the prints were left on the lighter. Huh? I think it was about the angle of the prints or how they were patching places, but there's gotta be something off about this piece of evidence. Are they really Athena's fingerprints? Definitely match her print data. Oh, what about the data itself? Detective Fulbright, You were the one who provided us with the lighter and print data. Isn't that correct? Yes. Well, what about it? Same as Sykes' prints match the print data. But I have to wonder, was the data used official? Mr. Wright, are you suggesting that evidence might have been fabricated? Guess there's only one way to find out. Let's re-examine the prints. Using the official sanctioned print data of the people involved in this case. What? You dare insult the epitome of justice? There's no need for such antics.
Silence!
Oh. Your Honor, I lend my voice to the defense's request. You must allow the test to be rerun. Very well then. Bailiff. It appears that the official data is here. And the results? It's just the defense claims. This proves that the prints on the lighter do not belong to the defendant. Nah. Yes. The fingerprints actually belong to the victim, Mr. Clay Tarrant. Oh. For Clay's fingerprints on the lighter. Oh, I see. Come to think of it, wasn't it you, Fulbright, who collected the victim's prints? Oh shit, you did say that. Oh, yeah. When you took the deceased fingerprints, you could have easily planted his prints on the lighter with his blood, after which you wiped the blood off on his hand. Nah. By your own admission, you were also the one who compiled the phony print data. All to put the blame on Miss Sykes. No. Oh shit. This ploy must have been used to distract us from the Phantom who's behind everything. We were out to create the impression that the Phantom wasn't the true culprit. So what does this mean? Detective Fulbright really is the Phantom. Remember the killer's escape route? No ordinary person would have been fearless enough to attempt it. Nobody but the Phantom, a man with no emotions, could have done it. No. Detective Fulbright, you were the only one who could have used that escape route. No. Fulbright, are you really the Phantom? Answer me or help me, I will slash you to tiny slivers where you stand. No! Alright, I'll talk. I confess. I'm not the Phantom.
Silence!
It's all over. Now be a man and admit it already. But I'm not a spy. I'm an undercover investigator. I've actually been after the Phantom myself. An undercover investigator? That sounds less than wholesome to me. A person who hides his identity and secretly investigates in order to uncover information. That's what you really are, Fulbright. That's right. I was working to track down the Phantom. But sadly, even though I was supposed to catch the spy ended up catching me. He took my family hostage and forced me to cooperate with him. What?
Objection!
Huh? Hi, honey. Tell us this now, but what if you what you say is true then? Was the mysterious person Miss Blackwell Mr. Starbuck saw? It was a Phantom, I tell you. All I did was help him by having that emergency ladder lowered for him.
Objection!
Oh shit. I don't believe you. Then how do you explain the fabricated lighter? That was also one of the Phantom's demands. Being the detective in charge of the case, it was easier for me to fabricate evidence. And then the crime on Athena Sykes was just another one of Phantom's orders. Did you expect me to buy that? Fulbright, what was the Phantom's ultimate objective? I was told it was to sabotage the rocket launch. Someone who didn't want the launch to happen must have given him the order. Actually, I have to apologize to you too. Phantom told me to get close to you. He ordered me to get back that psych profile you have on him. So he sent his buzzard of his own to tell me this past year, did he? I haven't been a champion of justice. I've just been a pawn of the evil. a pawn of the Phantom who stole the moon rock and killed Dr. Sykes 7 years ago. Enough, Fulbright. Just tell us the Phantom's true identity. I don't know. He was very careful to hide it. He has top secret information for all kinds of corporations and countries. There's a number of organizations that want him dead. People believed I was the Phantom. I could be killed on the spot. I bet even now. There are assassins lurking nearby. This case is about the Phantom after all. With the ceiling blown off, I suppose you are vulnerable to a sniper shot in this courtroom. Just 2 seconds ago, Fulbright was treating Athena like a criminal. Does he really think he's gonna lie his way out of it now? But on the surface, everything does seem to make sense. This could be bad, Mr. Wright. Can't find a flaw in his logic. That's right, after we come all this way, we can't let Fulbright wiggle free now. There, I finally told the truth. Now I hope you see how foolish it was to think I was the Phantom. Whoa! You're an intelligent man, Prosecutor Blackwell. You believe me, right? I believe you. I don't think you're the Phantom. What? Can you say that, Prosecutor Blackwell? It's obvious he's a Phantom.
Silence!
Evidence is everything, right, Dodo? And you must admit there's no clear evidence that Fulbright is the Phantom. Yes, as I recall, the only solid proof we've seen up to this point. It is a fact that Detective Fulbright fabricated evidence. But... I've known Fulbright here for a year now. And all this time, he's been quite intent on rehabilitating me. I don't believe his efforts were a lie. For Prosecutor Blackwell, this fool truly thought he could reform a death row inmate like me. He went so out of his way in his efforts for me. He actually became quite a nuisance, really. Prosecutor Blackwell, you believe me? Please tell me Prosecutor Blackwell hasn't really been taken in by his big phony. However, even if it was against your will, you still acted as the Phantom's accomplice. You will have to pay the price for that. Throw yourself at my mercy and don't you ever betray me again. Have you got that? Yes. Thank you. Oh, thank you. So such a bond of trust is a rare and beautiful thing. In any case, it looks like everything has been resolved. Can now hand down a not guilty verdict with confidence. Ha 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 ha, very good. I'm very glad to hear it. It's all over. Everything's been cleared up. And Miss Sykes will go free as well. Mr. Wright, let's try a lend here. If we do, the Phantom, the man who killed Clay, get away. I know, but... What do I do? I don't have any proof that Detective Fulbright is the Phantom. Is this it? Is he gonna get away just like that? Now, if you'll excuse me, my next investigation awaits. And with that, I'm off. Oh! The defense? No, wait. Not the defense. The defendant feels it's not time for a verdict yet, and would like to see this trial continue. What? But I was just about to declare you innocent of all charges. It just doesn't feel right to be standing here. Hey, Apollo. Think you could scooch over? Athena, what are you doing? Don't get held in contempt of court. I have some questions for you, Detective Fulbright. You were relieved that you were no longer under suspicion of being the Phantom? Are you grateful to Prosecutor Blackwell for what he's done for you? Of course I am, and I'm truly grateful from the bottom of my heart. Athena, where are you going with these accusations? Questions, I meant. I've yet to hear a single emotion behind any of Detective Fulbright's words, boss. Suspicion against him has been cleared up, but he's not feeling happy at all. What? Does that mean... We may not have any evidence, but the heart doesn't lie. That's it. Special ability, we just might be able to stop him. Your Honor, the detective has been deeply traumatized by our accusations. Yes, well, even for all this, I thought he was a rather odd fellow. If he doesn't get counseling right away, who knows what'll happen to him? Hey, ho, ho, ha, 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 ha. Prosecutor Blackwell, can you believe the nonsense the defense is spouting? Ah! Fulbright, I think you'd better have that counseling. Yeah! Not you too. You've been making bad remarks ever since you were accused of being the Phantom. Such as, you were an undercover investigator, and your family has been taken hostage. I fear you might have finally lost it. But I thought you believed me.
Silence!
Yeah! Oh, how you amuse me so. What's going on here? That was an excellent bit of psychological manipulation just now, Simon. I knew you would catch on, Athena. Huh? Mind filling me in here? Oh, I get it! Guess we left you in the dust, huh, Mr. Wright? Simon was only pretending to believe Detective Fulbright. Because he knew I'd notice if there was a lack of emotions like joy or relief in his response. So he gave me the chance to take a listen. And listen I did to the voice of Detective Fulbright's heart. What? So we're working together just now? Oh, this is awesome. Come now, Athena. Show us what's inside Fulbright's heart. You got it. Time to check that instant replay. Widget mon ami. Let's do this. Ah! Okay. Oh, I'm so happy about this. Thanks for believing Prosecutor Blackwell. Oh, bro knows no feelings. Even with all those over-the-top expressions and gestures, he's registering no emotion at all? It's just like I thought, and right in line with the Phantom's psychic profile. Oh! Detective Fulbright, this lack of emotion proves you're the Phantom. Hey, what's going on? Wait, hold it. What do you think you're doing, Detective? What? I'm not doing anything. I'm trying to hack into the Mood Matrix program. I can't do anything like this. Gah! Fancy device you have there, but I'll tolerate no cheating, thank you. Haha, sorry about that. As an undercover agent, I tend to use my secret arsenal without even thinking. More like as a spy. Thanks, Prosecutor Blackwell. There, now that you can't hack me anymore. I dare you try to hide your lack of emotions from us. Oh! Lack of emotion? What are you talking about? Of course I have feelings. As a matter of fact, you wounded me very deeply with that accusation. What's going on here? All of a sudden, I'm getting an overwhelming happy reading. Huh? But he's literally crying us a river on there. Oops, my mistake. How about this? Gah! Yikes, now he's angry all of a sudden? What's he trying to pull? Like as not, it would appear our friend is not completely without emotion. It's just as it says in Dr. Sykes' profile of the Phantom. The subject has a unique psychological makeup with almost no emotional fluctuation. Oh, I get it. So he has some emotions, right? Precisely, which leads me to wonder why you can't sense any emotions from him at all. I believe it's most likely because he is controlling his emotions. Very good, Prosecutor Blackwell. You are correct. It's a result of my daily training. Very important skill for us undercover investigations, you know. More like for us spies. Seriously. And I wonder why you suddenly showed several strong emotions. Wait a minute. I think I know. Since there's a feeling you're trying to hide with your exaggerated emotions, Detective. Haha, feeling I'm trying to hide? That's a good one. You're the ones who've been saying that I'm the Phantom because I don't have any emotions. Just trying to show you the range of deeply emotions I truly possess. And you have no objections to me analyzing it, right? No. Analyze away. But I will state it again. I am not the Phantom. And to forewarn, their analysis will have no effect. Because you're about to see what an undercover agent can really do. What? I found it. I found the one emotion you're truly feeling. What? Hidden in the middle of that chaotic storm, I saw one emotion that never disappeared. When you talked about the moon rock. I felt the fear that wouldn't fade. Fear? Huh. A fear that a man with hardly any emotions feels, huh? And it was a response to that moon rock. Detective Fulbright, I presume you feel fear concerning the moon rock because... Of course. That's it. Enough, Fulbright. Just tell us the Phantom's true. Yep. Sorry, stupid fly distracted me. Yeah. What if somebody shoots him at the end? That'd be awesome. Detective Fulbright, I think I know why you would feel afraid. You are afraid that the moon rock will somehow reveal your identity. If his identity were revealed, he would be killed immediately. That's certainly enough to make even the Phantom feel afraid. Me? Afraid? I don't know what you're talking about. So, there really is something about the moon rock that would reveal his identity. Apparently so. Wait a minute. Maybe the Phantom didn't so much steal the moon rock, but more like he had to take it with him. Because there was something on it that could reveal his true identity.
Hold it!
Where do you think you're going? Me? I'm not going anywhere. Is it just me, or was he going to use that weird watch thing to try to get away? How many more of these toys does he have? Where can I get myself some? Detective Fulbright, you will answer honestly to this court right now. Why do you feel fear in connection with the moon rock? Just as we trust. And emotions, Mr. Lawyer. Evidence is everything. I'm the Phantom because I'm afraid. Don't make me laugh. Ah! And what was that just now? But all human beings have hearts and experience emotions. Sometimes analyzing a case from the psychological perspective is the best way to find the truth. Eek! It's all just a waste of time. All your efforts at analysis serve no purpose. And now, in this dark age of the law, nobody would believe your claim that is effective. In an era where evidence is fabricated, do you truly expect feelings to be accepted as proof? And where exactly is your proof that I fear the moon rock anyway? Well, I admit I don't have any conventional proof. But I still say that examining a person's heart has its merits. Oh, really? And why don't you listen carefully with those special ears of yours? Listen to the voices of the hearts of the people in the gallery. Oh. All I hear is distrust. As you can see, the people are on my side. Because all they see is a strange little girl using a weird little machine. But it's not like I use analytical psychology to falsely accuse people. Uh-oh. She's got a thing of doubting herself. The Sykes analytical psychology has breathed new life into the courtroom. It has freed the hearts of many witnesses and has been keen getting to the truth. Haha, what nonsense. Your Honor, the defense's claim is a false one. I don't feel any kind of fear when it comes to the moon rock. I see. Very well. I will give the opinion of this court. In the trial, I don't feel that a person's emotions are quite as compelling as actual evidences. But Your Honor... There, you see? Nobody believes you and your trumped-up charges. However, I do believe Miss Sykes' analysis can contribute to making the truth clear. I have seen her do this firsthand several times already. Surely you jest. So, does this mean you'll accept my findings in this trial, Your Honor? Yes, I believe her claim, Miss Sykes. I think there is merit in examining why the witness feels fear in regard to the moon rock. That is the court's opinion on this matter. Then that's a win for me? No, a win for analytical psychology. Now, Mr. Phantom, you will tell this court the reason for your fear. Analytical psychology. My fears. Fine. I'll show you precisely why those abstract things can't be considered evidence. What's this guy going on about? I want to hurt him. Shoot him, maybe. For the moon rock. My fear of the moon rock. I felt fear of what I thought about the moon rock because it reminded me of the Phantom. I was very afraid of him because he took my family hostage. The reason why the Phantom had to be afraid of the moon rock. Not at all. So the very fact that I'm afraid of the moon rock means I'm not him. In fact, I'm on the side of justice. Bro's gonna die to my justice. And there you have it. Now, do you see why I'm afraid of the moon rock? Sure, you sound convincing enough. So does any two-bit con artist. It's all meaningless in the absence of evidence. The Phantom is like a mist. No flesh, no bones. My sword alone cannot cut it. Right, Dono. With your deductive reasoning and the body of evidence before us, let us send this miserable Phantom fellow to the other world together. You and I, Prosecutor Blackwell. We have a duty to bring the Phantom down and restore the people's faith in the courts. Indeed, by covering for Athena, I allowed the Phantom to escape. And as a prosecutor, I gave birth to the people's mistrust with my murder conviction. I bear a part of the responsibility as well, for being suspected of forging evidence and losing my attorney's badge as a result. Two of us and the Phantom were there at the beginning of the Dark Age of the law. Then it should also be our burden to cut away the foul specter which created, was not. Until all that remains is the righteousness of the court and the faith of the people. Trust, understanding, fragile ideals of the masses who are controlled by emotion. Humans can't truly trust each other, which is exactly why the illusion of trust is so enticing.
Objection!
Once two people overcome their misgivings, that's where real trust is to be found. You're free to believe what you want, but trust that is stronger than you and your lies always. Okay. My fear of the moon rock.
Hold it!
Only reminded you of the Phantom. Don't make me laugh. You are the Phantom. Evidence is everything in a court of law. Did you forget? I was forced to testify over a silly thing like feelings. But those actors will real out. Really. I hate to admit it, but he's right.
Hold it!
Your family. Like, who in your family specifically? Oh, I don't know. Like, maybe my lover, for example. For example. Maybe. You need a little bit more concrete of an answer than that. Maybe my mother? My son? Oh, my daughter. Maybe it was all of them. I'm so sad and worried. I missed them so much. Ha 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 ha. He's obviously lying. Look how upset I am. Is it any wonder I followed the Phantom's orders?
Hold it!
Can't think of a single reason that the Phantom might be afraid of the rock. I thought the Phantom wasn't even supposed to have any feelings. How could someone like me, with my wealth of emotions, be expected to understand the guy? Phantom, a person with very few emotions. I'd only be afraid of something really big, like his cover getting blown big. I'm willing to bet that the moon rock has something to do with his identity, but what? Maybe the Phantom's fingerprints are on the rock, but fingerprints can be wiped off. And maybe he wanted the rock so bad he literally drooled on it and left his DNA. We're dealing with a spy here, Athena, not a slob. True. But maybe that DNA part isn't too far off. Huh? Something unexpected happened to him during the incident 7 years ago. He got stabbed. Just know I have something that can show why the Phantom is afraid of the moon rock. I'll just assume as my testimony willing upon her, and then if you don't mind me. Wait a minute. It's gotta be the cut, right?
Objection!
Shit. Where do you find the statement hit odd? Yeah. Oh no. Okay, it's gotta be this.
Objection!
Yes! Dr. Fulbright, seem you know what this is. Of course, then I'll have the Phantom used to kill Clay Terran. That's right, and the exact same type as knife, the exact same type of a knife Miss Sykes used 7 years ago when she stabbed the Phantom's hand. He does wear gloves. Yes, that was discussed earlier, as I recall. You dodged it first, so I only got his clothes. But I tried again. This time you got him, didn't you? I did. I remember it clearly now. The knife went into the back of his hand. Miss Sykes then stated that she remembers the culprit bleeding. It's my theory that the culprit's blood got on the moon rock. And he was afraid that if the blood was analyzed, his true identity would be revealed. It explains why the Phantom had to remove the moon rock from the crime scene. You mean, if we ran the analysis now, we'd know who the Phantom is? Ha 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 ha, I suppose so. But unfortunately, the moon rock in question is missing. That may be so, but I'm certain I can explain what happened to it in great detail. You can? Of course. Not. You don't actually expect us to believe that, do you? Because you don't fool me. Ah! What this court needs is a bully-free zone. The infamous sword of the begulling bluff. Its edges without compare. Come now, radiate with me, and show us just how finely it cuts. Your Honor, this is an outrage. Oh, I mean, this is an outrage. Ah! Go on, right, Dono. Let's start with something that's been bothering me for a while. Now, the culprit's supposedly going to remove the moon rock from the lab. But in this video of him, it's nowhere to be seen. Under his hat, Oh, you're right. But here's something to consider. What if Phantom hid the moon rock somewhere at the scene of the crime? Good thinking, boss. Security was superintendent at the Space Center back then. Oh. What if it's in that container where the asteroids were supposed to be? That's what I've been thinking from the beginning. We've never really talked about the inside contents of it. Does this mean that the moon rock is still somewhere in the Space Center? In the name of justice, I proclaim that's impossible. And why is that? The Space Center was researched from top. It was searched from top to bottom, especially the lab. Well, the moon rock was never found. How could I forget about that? Sad but true fact, we still haven't a grasp on how it was done. But the Phantom made the moon rock vanish into the ether. There's no way it just disappeared. Logic and evidence tells us otherwise. Phantom didn't have the moon rock on him when he left the lab. He had a thorough police search, didn't show up anything. And it never turned up in the 7 years after that either. I know where it is. Phantom made the rock disappear without physically removing it himself. But how? There must have been a way. I know how. I'm smart. Think, Phoenix, think. Oh, are we gonna go to a thinking scene? I know how. Right here. That's how. The moon rock vanished from the robotics lab. This. So, can you or can you not show what happened to the moon rock, Mr. Wright? Yes, I can. Your Honor. What? Oops, sorry, I mean. What?
Take that!
That's the Hope capsule, right? The one that went up into the Hat 1 rocket? Couldn't carry the rock out, but he couldn't leave it in the center to be found either. So, there was only one safe place to stash it. The Hope capsule that was in the lab that day. Yes, the team must have loaded it into the Hope space probe eventually. But, that's what happened. Then the moon rock would have been launched up to space along with the rocket. Preposterous. It would mean that for these past 7 years, the moon rock was in space. Exactly. The Phantom got rid of the moon rock in the most cosmic way he knew how. Is that about the Hat 1 miracle? That's why he wanted him dead? It was out there in the depths of space. Aboard the Hope space probe. Well, what? What? Order in the court. I understand now. The Phantom's original scheme was to sabotage the Hat 1 anyway. Oh. The villain used the primary objective to conveniently kill two birds with one stone. That's right. The plan for the moon rock to be turned into cosmic dust out in space. Thereby destroying the one piece of evidence that could reveal his true identity. Mr. Starbuck and the others foiled the Phantom's plot. The Hope space probe sailed off safely on its mission to return 7 years later. With the capsule in tow. Gah! If we analyze the blood on the moon rock, it should make one thing crystal clear. That you were the Phantom all along, Detective Fulbright. So he killed Clay just so he could get the moon rock back? I believe so. His original assignment may have been to just sabotage the Hat 2, but at the same time, he also had to retrieve the evidence of his crime 7 years ago. That's why he went to the boarding lounge. Attacked Clay as he made his escape out of the rocket with the capsule. In the end, it was all he could do just to escape himself, so he didn't get the capsule. Clay must have done everything he could to stop Fulbright. Probably hung onto the capsule for all he was worth until the very last breath. Oh, this is funny. You make me laugh. You really do. Boy, he's totally out of whack now. It's game over for you, Detective Fulbright. Why don't you just admit to it now? There's nothing to admit. I'm Bobby Fulbright, undercover investigator, I tell you. I'm not the Phantom. The blood on the rock is just another one of schemes, a trap. Now I'm not sure what to think. I suppose if the Phantom is a spy worth his salt, a trap is not out of the question.
Objection!
In that case, you could say anything is a trap. That's what makes a trap a trap. I've been afraid of taking the blame of the Phantom. Your Honor, I believe further investigation is in order.
Silence!
Further investigation? More like plotting your escape. But to know more, I will bring you to justice myself if I must. Here and now. I guess it's time to show you just what I'm really capable of. Simon Blackwell. Hey, you guys aren't really... Hi, Edgeworth. It looks like I made it just in time. Edgeworth. I have good news for you, Mr. Wright. I've uncovered some very crucial facts. Did you find something out about the Phantom's true identity? You might say that. I started by looking into the first people on the scene 7 years ago. All three, an employee and 2 officers, were registered in robots' recognition systems, but none of them looked the least bit like Detective Fulbright. That's not good. But there's more. I've yet to share my most important finding. Mr. Wright, Prosecutor Blackwell, best brace yourselves. Uh-oh. The man you see there before you, Bobby Fulbright, is already long dead. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? An unidentified body was found a year ago. Has now been proven to possess Bobby Fulbright's fingerprints. Then does that mean... Yes, the bed there was an imposter, pretending to be Bobby Fulbright. An imposter? Then this man? Who in the world is he? What? Enough of your trickery. You will not reveal yourself to us. Then I shall do it for you. Well, what the? No! His face? Oh, look what you did to my mask. Mask? What is the meaning of this witness? Okay, you got me. Guess I have to show you who I really am now. Wait, but that's... What? Hey, Apollo. Yep, it's me, Solomon Starbuck. It's me, Starbuck. That can't be right. You can't really be the Phantom, can you?
Silence!
Of course not. The real Starbuck was aboard the Hat 1, which was set to be destroyed. Yeah, this is just another mask. Okay. I mean, didn't I tell you? Okay, never mind.
Objection!
Not so fast. I have the Phantom Psych profile right here. We compile a Psych profile on you and compare the results. It will prove that you're the Phantom. It's time for me to show you the real meaning of the phrase, the end justifies the means. That voice, those words. I can accept such a facts here, Miss Sykes. Professor Means, this mask. I'll take what I want by any mask to use. Does not give me that evidence. Huh? Time to take out the trash. Permanently. How could you? Now do you see how powerful the end justifies the means can be?
Silence!
How pathetic. You can't even speak without wearing another man's face. But that's the life of an undercover agent for you. My real face has no meaning or value to me at all. Or perhaps it is really the case that... You don't even know who you are anymore. What must you see when you look into a mirror, Mr. Phantom? Not an awful lot, I'd wager. Well, aren't you just the master of psychology, Blackwell? That's right. I don't know who I am. I am always living as someone else for my assignments. I don't remember what my face looks like. Or even what my personality was like. My face. Memories. Personality. Beliefs, emotions, and soul. I left them all behind. I have no self. I am no one. I am nothing but an endless abyss. What's with this guy? Is he even still human? And now we resume with your lesson, Professor Wright. Oh, I believe you made this argument earlier. If you were to analyze the blood on the moon rock, you could prove that I am the Phantom. I believe there was blood on the moon rock in that capsule. Now that we know you aren't even Bobby Fulbright, your claims of Phantom Trap won't work anymore. Why don't you bring me this moon rock in? This decisive evidence from the Hope capsule. I think I will do just that. Get ready, because the Hope capsule is about to seal your... Wait, didn't it blow up in the bombing? Oh, no! Looks like you have finally caught on. Full marks for defense for the effort. What a shame your hope was lost in that courtroom explosion. So that's the real reason this courtroom was blown up. It's all for the Phantom to destroy that one piece of evidence. Can't believe it. Have we really reached the dead end for coming all this way? Has the only evidence we have on this guy really been destroyed? How dare you continue to call me the Phantom? As I've said all along, I'm just a nameless undercover agent.
Objection!
And the defense will continue to assert that you are the Phantom. Furthermore, we have proof. Or at least a prayer. I'm afraid that won't do, Mr. Wright. I don't... At least put some weight behind you assuming right, don't know. I know. I'm trying. There's only one thing that can unmask his menace, the moon rock. This menace that was blown to bits in the courtroom bombing. And yet, is it really gone without a trace? What if some tiny part, some little fragment still exists? Yes, and you can see that stolen moon rock there, too. Strange black and yellow thing on the left side of the picture. Very well, Mr. Wright. Let's see your proof. It's gotta be this. Oh, that!
Take that!
Isn't that the bomb that blew up the courtroom? And the moon rock along with it? Are you saying this will reveal the Phantom's identity? Yes, Your Honor. It's right there!
Take that!
Please take a look at this newspaper article. This article about the Hat won. Now, please note the strange black and yellow rock there on the left. That's the moon rock. And when we look at this photo of the bomb fragments... So yeah, there's a rock-like object with the same coloration. Oh my! Yes, I see it! It would seem that the moon rock was much more durable than the Phantom thought. Take a look at it, at the fragments that the police found. We'll likely find one with blood. DNA testing on the blood will prove that the witness is indeed the Phantom. Unbelievable! But that's impossible. A surprise to be sure. That one's bloody tough rock. Let us have this fragment tested straight away. Oh, and you'll be having a DNA test too, Fulbright. Bailiff, contact the police department immediately and order the testing. That's why his name was Fulbright, because he's not really him. Prosecutor Blackwell, what did the test results show? There was a rock fragment that had blood on it that appeared to be several years old. DNA testing revealed. Well, I'm sure you know full well what it revealed. They confirmed it was witness's blood, didn't they? There's no use in trying to talk your way out of it anymore. Admit it, you're the Phantom.
Objection!
Huh? This is next... Mr. Wright, did you just raise an objection to yourself? No, I didn't say a word. That was my objection, Apollo. Huh? Is he now Mr. Wright? Why? Was a pretty good objection, too, don't you think? That was me? So, did you have an objection or not, Mr. Wright? Huh? Oh, no, not really, Your Honor. No, not you, Mr. Wright. I mean the witness, Mr. Wright. Could this trial get any more insane? Mr. Wright, this fragment of rock in the photograph, and those just like it. How can you be sure they're pieces of the same moon rock that was at the robotics lab? Sure, explain what you mean. Well, there may have been a rock or two in the courtroom that had my blood on it. But how do you know they're not just rocks? Can't prove they're the moon rock, right?
Objection!
Don't be absurd. Just compare the fragment with the rock in the newspaper article. Maybe you can see that they're the same. They have the same exact coloration.
Objection!
But maybe some other rock with the same coloration happened to be in the courtroom. Highly unlikely a rock with a unique appearance just happened to be here. But you can't deny it's a possibility.
Objection!
Your blood was found on one of the fragments. Apollo, there's something suspicious about my blood being on a piece of rock. And why not? I know it sounds like an excuse, but several years ago I tripped and fell in this very courtroom and was hurt pretty badly. Maybe it's that my blood found its way onto a piece of rubble. And here I realize how ridiculous that sounds. Yet I suppose it's not completely out of the question. Yes, it is. Ha ha ha. So you're starting to sweat, Mr. Wright. Thought that the worst times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. The last person I want to hear that from. Well, then why don't we get those fragments analyzed? Can make it as an expert to verify if those the moon rocks in the robotics are lab. What? Sorry, but I'm afraid that just isn't going to be possible. And why not? In order to prove that the fragments are from what you say they are from, you'd need a sample of the moon rock from 7 years ago. I have one! That moon rock doesn't exist anymore, and there's no sample data left either. So this is so you see, short of going back in time, there's no way to prove that any of the fragments are from that moon rock. Oh, no, it's just a mask, honey. He's a spy, so he has a bunch of masks. There's really no way to prove it? Ha ha ha, you finally ready to throw in the towel?
Objection!
I have the earrings. So the moon rock doesn't exist anymore, huh? That's right. It was such a valuable rock, too. A shame, really. But it's lost to us forever. He's wrong. It's not completely lost. There's another piece of it right here by our side. A shining fragment of hope that could turn everything around. The final piece of evidence to put this phantom away for good. The defense has a piece of evidence that completely contradicts your claim. You have what now? A final fragment of hope that was passed down with great love and care. We do. We do. Even if the person holding it hasn't realized it yet. Is this true, Mr. Wright? Pay no attention to him, Your Honor. He's just bluffing as usual. I wonder if you'll be able to force your biggest smile when you see what I've got. Try me. I'm not even gonna save, because I know. Athena, you may not know it, but your mother left you with a very important piece of evidence. She did? You're bluffing. You don't have anything of the kind. Oh, but we do. Evidence that will finally corner you. Because we have a moon rock of our own. Yeah. Oh! You mean... Exactly. A gift Dr. Sykes left her daughter. An item Athena had cherished and worn all these years. As distant as Dr. Sykes might seem to her daughter, the fragment of her love. Will shake off the darkness of her past and give us all hope for the future. This is the defensive sample of the moon rock. That's her sample. The serum that Miss Sykes always wears. It was made from that original moon rock. What? All this time. It was right here all along. No. It can't be. The composition of the bombed fragments in the earring are found to be a match. Then it will prove beyond the shadow of a doubt the origin of the fragment in the photo. And since the test results show that the blood on the fragments was yours, this means that the identity you tried so hard to hide will finally be revealed. The identity I tried to hide? I don't have an identity to hide. I may not have Athena's ears, but now, even I can hear the fear in your voice. The fear? I don't feel fear. I left all of my emotions behind years ago.
Objection!
Every human being feels fear. You simply can't face the emotions inside you. You can't face them because you have nothing. No love, no trust. And I suppose you do? I didn't have anybody to support me at first, either. I couldn't face the fear inside me. Couldn't get over the trauma of my past. Like I said, I don't feel fear.
Objection!
Then you were just a coward for running away from yourself. When I had my doubts about Miss Sykes, I felt like I would collapse under the weight. But I wanted to trust her. And I knew I could trust Mr. Wright to uncover the truth. That's why I was able to face my suspicions without hesitation. Running away from myself? Ha 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 ha. How can I run away from myself? When there's nothing inside. Nothing at all.
Objection!
I know it's hard for someone as unwilling to trust others as you to understand. But people have emotions. It's just a fact of life. And so, people can be weak at times. But that's exactly why people need to trust one another. So they can gain the strength to face themselves when things are at their bleakest. Without trust in others, how can you ever hope to face your fears? The fear inside of me. Is this... No. Whoa, what the fuck? I'm afraid. I'm scared. I feel fear. You can't outrun yourself. Remove the mask and unleash your emotions. Confront your guilt head on. With your own true face. My own true face. Oh, please don't. I know you're here. Where are you? See, I haven't revealed anything yet. Honest. My own true face. I don't have one. My face, my face, my face. Is this my face? Is it? Is it? No, that's not it. No. This isn't me either. Is this me? Which one is my face? What am I? Who am I? Oh God. Oh my god. Sniper attack in this very courtroom. It chills me to my bones. But the police are doing everything they can to track down the sniper as we speak. Prosecutor Blackwell, how is Detective Fulbright, I mean his imposter, doing? He's a lucky fellow. The bullet didn't hit any vital organs. He appears to be in no danger of dying. Well, that was fortunate for all of us. The analysis of that final piece of evidence Ray Dono submitted is in. The composition of Miss Sykes' earring and the fragment with the blood on it match. We can now be certain that it is a fragment of the moon rock in question. The murderers and bombings of the Space Center, both past and present. The bombing of courtroom number 4 and all of his other crimes are as numerous as the stars. Under suspicion of all of these things, the spy known as the Phantom has been incarcerated. The prosecutor's office is now responsible for his well-being. There are still a myriad of things we wish him to tell us about after all. Thank you, Prosecutor Blackwell. Well, it's time to finally bring this trial to an end. But before I do, will the defendant please return to her proper place? Yep. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Athena Sykes, not guilty. Wow. Court is adjourned. I can't. This is crazy. December 20th, 9:12 p.m. District Court. Defendant lobby. Number 5. Congratulations, Mr. Nick. Thank you, Pearls. And thank you for being there for Athena. It's the least I could do. But Athena was great, wasn't she? She was so strong throughout the whole trial. Daddy, I'm so glad to see you. Trucy, are you alright? You hurt? I'm fine, Daddy. I was doing magic tricks for the other hostages to keep our spirits up. That's our Trucy for you. I'm really glad to see you're safe. Alright. I fear I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. Edgeworth. We never would have caught him if it weren't for all of you. Aw, come on, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? You're the ones who have been tracking the Phantom all this time. Plus, you were the one who gave Blackwell permission to serve as prosecutor, right? Yes, well, we knew the Phantom was somewhere nearby. Police and I were trying to find him, but we never did manage to do so until this trial. Well, we never would have won the trial without you. Was your help as chief prosecutor, that was the key to a successful conclusion. Besides, it was you that saw to it that I got my attorney's badge back, wasn't it? So you figured it out, did you? Yeah, getting my license back went just a little too smoothly, you know? Should have been much harder after that evidence forging scandal. Well, I owed you a few favors. Hey, Edgeworth, think we could finally bring the dark age of the law to an end? Even the darkest night turns to dawn eventually. Or our sun will rise again. Besides, now that Prosecutor Blackwell has been cleared of all charges, a great deal of the mistrust towards the court system should have been swept away. You know, you could have said that with a bigger smile, Edgeworth. It won't kill you. Said the furrows in that brow of yours just keep getting deeper and deeper. So I should smile more, huh? I'll think about it. The complicated love-hate relationship between lifelong rivals. Athena. I knew it. I'm forever in your debt. You went to all that trouble, even taking the bar exam while you were overseas. Well, I knew that if I didn't get your sentence overturned fast, you'd be executed. So I studied and studied. I was frantic. I'm so glad I made it in time. Aww. Just barely. But I still made it. Aww. That a girl, Athena. It's good to see you finally let your tears out. Aww. Yes, I survived by the skin of my teeth thanks to you. Shame on you, Simon. Trying to throw your life away like that. It was never my intention to just throw my life away. But some things in this world are more important than your own life. Like what? My honor bound duty to protect with my life. My mentor's most beloved treasure. Huh? That's some loyalty. This guy really is a samurai, through and through. Well, yeah, it looks like we can breathe easy now. Apollo, Athena, thank you both. It took all of us together to pull it off. You bet, boss. What a team we are, huh? It's definitely the most amazing turnabout I've ever seen. I'm a lucky guy. My office has the best, most capable lawyers around. Thanks, Mr. Wright. Going to work extra hard to make up for all the worry I caused. Apollo Justice is fine and ready to go. It's here for the Right Anything Agency. Well, nobody's gonna try harder than me, so you better watch out, Apollo. Simon is free thanks to Mr. Wright. But there are so many more people out there who need our help. You're right, and I'll be needing you both to help them. Still have a long way to go. Get ready, you two. We won a major victory, but the war is far from over. There are still people out there, suffering under false charges who need defending. We've got a lot of work ahead of us, if we ever hope to fully bring the Dark Age of the Law to a close. Hey, I know one thing we have to do. We have to celebrate with a bowl of piping hot noodles. Huh? Nothing like a bowl of Eldoon's noodles after a trial. All on Mr. Wright's tab. That's how it works at the Right Anything Agency, right, Mr. Wright? Huh? As a boss, it is your duty to express gratitude to your people for the great work. In that case, allow me to join in the festivities. I would greatly welcome a bowl of noodles. I have an idea, Daddy. Why don't you just invite everybody involved with the case? The more the merrier, right? Oh my, Mr. Nick. Look how far you've come. Who knew you'd grow up to be such a generous gentleman? Guys, under these circumstances, there's only one thing I can say. Only if I get to join in. Hey, no fair. I want to say it too. And they go, yeah. Okay, here we go.
Objection!
Okay. That was cute. That was cute. I was trying to think of something nice I could do for Polly now that he's back. So I decided to go around and get a bunch of jobs for him to do. Find a lost cat, install an air conditioner, give a computer lesson, find a lost item. You'd think I should have found him a few legal cases. Nah, that's okay. This is the Right Anything Agency after all. Tina and Apollo were so wonderful in court. I'd better study as much as I can if I want to be a judge someday. Like Grandma says, eat lots of peppers and they'll ignite your passion. Oh, but I should figure out which to grow. Green peppers or yellow peppers? Or maybe I should go with hot as the sun red peppers instead. The end of the Dark Age of the Law, you say? Just how naive. Don't you know it's sometimes necessary to get a guilty verdict by any means possible? What? They're putting me under investigation. The chief prosecutor wants to see me? Yeah! I've been asked to be the greatest masked wrestler, Tenmataro. Scheduled to go up against the amazing Ninetales next, though. Oh, what to do? I'll fight to the finish with myself. Why don't you ask Mr. Demon Lawyer to be the amazing Ninetales, too? That's not a bad idea. I bet you'll be all for it. Caw, 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 caw. So we are to meet as foes, are we, my little friend? But you believe it? I'm Alderman of Ninetales Vale now. Pretty impressive, eh? I took over after Rex Kyuubi for the good of my beloved village. What do you say? Would you like to make a little donation to help us out? Hey you, what do you think you're doing seeking into the manor? Ah, the jig's up. Better make a run for it. I thought I wanted to be an artist, but after seeing the amazing job Athena did, I started becoming genuinely interested in law, so now I'm studying for the bar exam. Ah, I'm gonna prosecute Athena someday. You'll S-E-E. I'm studying my buns off too, but not for the bar exam. I'm going to pass the theme's entrance exam on my own merit this time. With a score of 100 points, of course. Hugh, Juniper, our dream will live on forever! I found really sweet boxes for all three of them, but they won't wear them. Is it because I want to be a legal journalist instead of a lawyer or a judge? But anyway, thanks for the trial. The school newspaper's future is as bright as can be. Now let's see what the fresh blood have to say in the new school paper. Our editor cried so hard at graduation rehearsal, her cardboard box got soggy. The one night only reunion concert. I still remember the evening of passion. The president of the student council sang like no high school student I've ever heard. When she's a judge in her own court someday, I'd love to have a jam session with her. It'd be the coolest trial ever, ja. I can already see it now. Yes, you can, I bet. I gave this place a good cleaning from top to bottom. But it's already a mess again. I guess the only thing I can do now is clean up the attitudes of the people in this office. With Mystic Bayad due to come here once her training is over, it simply must be done.
Haha, humanity's dreams for outer space will never die. In fact, planning for the Hat 3 rocket has already officially begun. Look upon me, people of this great nation, and witness the glory of Yuri Cosmos. What do you... Oh, Director. Yes. Rocket preparations are fully complete. Yes. You just leave everything to me. Assistant Director Yuri Cosmos.
I'm going to the moon in the new rocket. If Athena or Mommy Metis came to the moon, I would love to show them around. But which is more interesting? Montes Pyrenesius or the Mare Tranquillituses? You think they would like either one? Yay, hooray. I wonder how Miss Aura is doing. I'd rather be near Miss Aura than on the moon. Oh, Miss Aura, I just want you to use me again like you used to. Well, I'll go then.
Ready for launch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off! I'm going to the moon for real this time, for me and for Clay. Thanks to my lawyers, I know now I should never give up. But I'm worried. I can't breathe. You can't breathe in space, and in fact, it's cold as heck. Oh man, I'm getting really nervous.
No, I am not employed here. Simply came to request their services in defense of my sister. But no one's around, and I've been kept waiting for a long time. And what sort of case brings you here? Oh, your father was accused and you wish for Athena to defend him. Then perhaps he and I shall meet in a courtroom in the near future. Look forward to your next month's salary assessment. Hey, please forgive me! Blackwell's acquittal has brought all manner of ills in the prosecutor's office to light. It would seem solving the case has thawed the chill of winter into the warmth of spring. Now I owe yet another debt of gratitude. But I will repay him one day. You can trust in that. Yay! We did it! Woohoo! So bro really did not blow up. I mean, we never talked about the remote about that, actually. I'm kind of surprised. Now that I think about it. Oh, it's crazy that we're finally here at the end. Not fully the end yet, but you know what I mean. We got an extra case. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. So, I guess I should say, like... Oh god, I have a lot of feelings, I guess. I will say I liked this more than Apollo Justice. That is an easy to say fact. I like this more than Apollo Justice. That is for fucking certain. Now, do I think it's better than any of the first 3 Phoenix Wright games? I don't know. I still love those. But this, the Dual Destinies actually was pretty good overall. The 3rd case was my favorite. 4 was okay, but 4 played into 5, and this 5th case was amazing. It really, really was. And now, knowing how all the cases line up, and Detective Fulbright and all that shit, it kind of was like, okay. Like, kind of makes me, like, rethink and go, you know what, maybe, I don't know. Oh, shit.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
T-minus 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff.
No, I love this.
Mr. Starbuck! You'll be fine! Just believe in yourself!
The moon's closer than you think!
Thanks, guys. I wouldn't have made it back into space if it wasn't for you.
Ah, yeah!
All right!
I like that. Through the years, I've seen as much joy as heartache, honestly as deceit. But just as Mr. Starbuck was able to escape the harsh pull of his fears and despair, I believe that hope and friendship can lift us all up towards a brighter tomorrow. End. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-bum-bum-bum-bum. Ah, I'm close. Wow. What a case. I'll say this again. Apollo Justice, so far my least favorite game. Dual Destinies, I liked way more. The third case was my favorite. The fifth case was definitely my favorite. The third case was my second favorite. 4 feels kind of weird to place because if I'm thinking of 4 going into 5, like how it does, then I love it. But if I'm just thinking of 4 as its standalone thing, it's okay. Oh. Oh. It's just... So it seems that this... You want to, like, go into shit and not... Okay, so it looks like this next case is a 6-hour-long case, so we'll see, I guess. It could take me one day. I think I won't come back to this until Wednesday. And then once I stream on Wednesday, maybe I'll start and finish that case. So... But yeah, thank you all for joining me on this one heck of a ride, honestly. I'm happy to have finally seen its conclusion. Happy to see where I end. So yeah, thank you all. This has been... Oh, we have one more case. One more case, and then we will see the final game. Didn't think I'd be here already. That's for fucking sure, but there's a will, there's a way. Alright, I'll see y'all later.